Many people want to argue over the Reuben sandwich. Did it come from Nebraska? Did it come from New York City? Does it have corned beef? Does it have pastrami? At this point, let's just say who cares? It's good either way, and today we're going to not only combine both versions and respect where they came from, we are going to put multiple twists on this recipe. So stick with me, watch through the end, because there are twists all throughout. What's going on, everyone? I am super excited to make this sandwich today. It's a sandwich that I'm sure a lot of you know about and have had. It is a Reuben. And yes, there are talks about controversies between, does a Reuben have corned beef or does it have pastrami? So this sandwich today is, I don't know, I would say like it has a little bit of controversy behind it. Was invented in the 1920s. By a Lithuanian grocer, Kolakovsky I think is his name, out in Omaha, Nebraska? Or was it from a German Jewish person out in New York City during the 1914s? No one really knows, but the best part of history says that it points to Omaha, Nebraska for Kolakovsky, when he was making it at the, I believe it was a Blackstone hotel during a poker game. He said, hey, this is a sandwich I want. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know it is a Reuben. To get to the point here, which I'm trying to get to, is we're going to be making a Reuben today. But I'm going to be adding some things to this Reuben. And you know I like to go against tradition. So what happens if I take corned beef, if I take pastrami, I put them together because they're both freaking awesome, and I make an awesome sandwich out of it. A Reuben out of it. So let's all come together and make an awesome sandwich, because screw tradition. Let's just make something good, right? We can enhance tradition by adding some things to it. That's what we're going to be doing right now. All right, let's go ahead and make our sauce. So this is a little bit different from a Russian dressing. We're starting off with a 1/4 cup of Japanese mayo. This is my favorite. You can go ahead and use whatever kind you want. This is just one that I highly prefer. To that, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of horseradish sauce, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in about a tablespoon of paprika, and then the same for ketchup, and then about a tablespoon of my habanero hot sauce. I promise I'll make a video on this in the future, but until then, definitely check out Rick Bayless. He has a great habanero hot sauce recipe. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and add in about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Give that a quick mix. And I always like to give this a taste before I add in the next ingredient, which is going to be some Worcestershire. I should actually say Worcestershire sauce. I hope I got that right. And here's our Worcestershire sauce, adding in about a teaspoon. And then I'll taste it, see if it's good, and keep rolling before we go ahead and make our sandwich. All right, so in a pan, which has been set to medium to low heat on my burner here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some lard, about a tablespoon of lard. I like cooking with lard, but if you want to use butter or oil, go for it, whatever you want to do. It's your recipe. So we're just going to get that heated up real quick here, and then we're going to start with our meats. The first meat we're going to start off with in this process is actually going to be our pastrami meat. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those in here. And I'm just going to sear them on both sides. Just a quick sear, nothing crazy. Just sear them on both sides before we move on to starting to sear our corned beef. All right, now you can see our corned beef is in the pan now, and I'm just heating it up, getting a nice sear on all the sides. And I got these thickly cut from my deli. I like thick cuts of corned beef and pastrami, and your deli butcher would probably feel the same because it makes their job a lot easier, but it's always best with like nice thick cuts. All right, and here I'm going to go ahead and just start slicing up an onion real fast. I got about half a white onion, and I'm going to saute these a little bit in the gristle from all the fat.
All right, here's one of my favorite parts. So I'm going to saute the onions in all that charred remains from our, all the gristle, I should say, from our meat that we've been cooking. And the way I'm going to get that up is I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce to this to like basically get all that stuff off the bottom. So there we go. And then I'll just end up scraping the pan. So you'll see later that they're going to look a little burnt. They're not burnt. It's that I got that gristle on there. All right, so you want to heat up some butter with some chopped up garlic in your microwave or on your pan, on your stove if you want to do that. So I got that here, and I'm just going to add it to one side of each of the pieces of toast. I'm using rye bread here. As you can see, that's marble rye, one of the best ones ever for this recipe. And then I'm going to start constructing the sandwich and heat it up. To construct it, I'm going to go ahead and start with our sauce, and I put a lot of cheese in this. I'm going to warn you right now, there's a lot of cheese. So I'm using Swiss cheese here. This is a special Swiss cheese. I can never pronounce the name of it, but I will include it in the description below, which will include the recipe. So definitely check that out if you can. So adding in our onions. And then we're going to move on to our corned beef. You can layer whichever way you want. Corned beef first or, last. It's up to you. So then some more cheese. Like I said, this is going to be death by cheese. And then I'm going to go ahead and slap in the pastrami meat. And this is peppered. This is heavily peppered pastrami meat. All right, more cheese. Cheeseocalypse, if we can call it one of those things. So after that, I'm going to add in some sauerkraut, a little bit more of the sauce, and then some more cheese, and just lightly toast this on both sides.
All right, and here we are. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice this in half. Let me go ahead and separate this. So there we are. And let's go ahead and have the first bite here. Wow. This is an awesome sandwich. So, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps us out here. So, let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to put on the channel as far as a recipe. And I'll look at it, think it over, and decide if we need to do it or not. But always, I will say I appreciate you watching right now. Thank you for sticking through it. And hey, cheers. I'm gonna have a little bit more of this. All right, we're done here. Bye-bye.